Yeah, I saw that you were with the U.S. Coast Guard,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that was a part of it.
I was gonna say, as I kind of was going through it, you find more and more people that as you start to travel, and usually it's these two countries. I don't know what it is, probably a lot of other ones, but Thailand and Bali, there's like this
Mhm.
injection of life that you're like,
Right.
wait a minute here. And I think, and maybe we could back this up, but I think a lot of it is a few things, two things. One is soil in the land. So you can always plant a tree and get fruit. And then the other one is that
Right.
you can always fish. And so at the end of the day, though, even though there may be less, is the word poverty, I don't like to always use
I
that,
guess, yeah, abundance.
abundance,
If
there's
you,
abundance of the ability to serve yourself in a much more healthy manner. And I think that a lot of people over the last 15 years have found themselves, then with India, I think Steve Jobs used to talk about go to India and do those things. But I think that it's very important to kind of indulge in those countries as entrepreneurs, because I think you really do bring something back. What do you think?
you just you're really able to just extend your your world, because when you go to those countries, you kind of realize how differently they live, and how that culture can truly impact the way you think and kind of elaborate your ways of thinking, because we kind of close ourselves in a box. And I always the whole thing, I just recently wrote about this, how we close ourselves in a box in a way that, you've heard, you're the average of five people you hang out with, or your network is your net worth. You've heard that ad nauseum, so you realize that at the same time it can be a good thing, but at the same time you put a certain ceiling onto yourself, because you're automatically capping your potential with the network that you surround yourself with. And they're gonna the reason why you're surrounding yourself with a certain network is because they're going to empower you to achieve certain things in the entrepreneurial world, but you close yourself off from just the world that is actually out there. And so you're going to get great at business, but you're going to be culturally, spiritually,
Lacking
I
would be a good
was going
word.
to say autistic, but ultimately
Lacking.
it's a bit extreme, but that's true.
Yeah, lacking. You just have a lack of
Right.
a lack of.
Right.
And I think, and it's kind of ironic. I think you'd always see this is like when people search, when we have these, because I went to Thailand as well, and when I found myself searching, those were the countries that for some reason they were like magnets. There was, I don't even, I mean,
Right.
I like landed there in Thailand. My experience, it's like I kind of just, somebody told me this, then they told me this, then I looked, and it's just like I gotta go. And I think that there's a huge, there's just something about those countries that you start to kind of indulge in.